Hey guys, what's up? It's Dardan here and welcome to another video of the EOC beta. This time I will be doing Nex again, except he has been getting a lot of buffs lately in the course of the past few months ever since the beta came out. He's been made pretty tough, but then again he is now weak to magic. So I think the new way to kill Nex is by actually using magic and then Storm of Armadale with the Armadale Battle Staff in particular, because the Storm of Armadale seems to pretty much hit through everything pretty hard, and using the Armadale Battle Staff gives you a boost as well. So I think that's the new way of doing Nex, but next sets might be getting a next set effect soon. So meaning if you have full Virtus, not sure if they're gonna include the gloves and boots as well, but I hope so. So they might be getting a set effect, meaning they will become more useful in the future. I'm hoping like something like if they receive more critical chances or maybe more accuracy or even more life points, because at a moment they are pretty shit armor compared to Bandos or Arims or something like that. So hopefully they're gonna be a good set effect to have. As for the tactics, we are using full Virtus obviously because we're maging. Now we also use the Armadale Battle Staff, but if you're tanking and you're kind of low on Rocktails or food, yeah, and we are also taking Rocktails. Brews are pretty bad. They only heal 500 life points a sip, and drinking a sip takes like as long as eating Rocktail, so you can't spam click brews anymore. So brews are still pretty good if you wanna go somewhere where you need to like stay pretty long, and you like have the time to drink a brew. A brew has 500 life points a sip, and it has 6 doses, so it means it's 3000 life points per spot, which is more than a Rocktail, since Rocktails only heal 860. But then again, brews still lower your attack, strength and all that shit, and also they actually don't lower your adrenaline bar, so that's actually a pretty good thing, because Rocktails, if you eat one of them, it will lower your adrenaline bar, meaning that you can't use an ultimate. So that's it for the food. We are using super prey potions because at the moment prey potions in the beta heal like or restore 250 prey, which is not a lot. I think that's a bug that's getting fixed soon. And basically we take a steel titan for the blood phase, since we're doing, and it's pretty hard to get through the blood phase. And we also dread nips to hit through the reavers a bit more. And that's basically it. Overloads obviously, and also take 2 chaotics, because the minions have a weakness against range because they are magic, and if you use magic on the minions you pretty much hit zeros only. They are immune to magic, so that's actually a pretty good thing because they are the masters of using magic, so that kind of makes sense. You can also use melee, but that's less effective. So basically you want to have a magic gear with a shield, a staff and a wand, and then also do chaotics with arrows or bolts then. So the first phase hasn't really changed much, except that Nex is now 1x1 square, which is a bit annoying because he kind of stands under you, and her click area is too big for that 1x1 square, so that's a thing they can look at. I do know that they made it 1x1 because otherwise he would get stuck between items, and now she pretty much doesn't get stuck behind anything. Like she was used to get stuck between the pillars. Now that's not the case anymore. And pretty much for the smoke phase, if you get stunned by her, you can use the freedom ability to get out of the stun, so that's awesome. That's why I do like the EOC, because it has a bit of tactic involved. Like if you are stunned, you can use the freedom to get out of there, so it's not just left click attack and wait and drink a brew or whatever to heal up. So it's a bit more fun now, and also fluid. As I said, smoke is pretty much the same. Just protect melee if you're tanking, and try to get to Metamorphosis. That's an ultimate ability which if used it boosts your magic by 50%, so you get more damage, which is great to use with the other abilities. So pretty much doing that will kill her pretty fast, I mean get her down to Fumus, and once Fumus is summoned, equip your dual crossbows and kill Fumus with a few range abilities as well. You can switch between action bars if you press shift and then the number of the action bars. That's really useful, especially for hybriding with multiple bars. For the shadow phase, he doesn't seem to be meleeing you that often, so you can pretty much just forecast with magic from a distance. Be sure not to go too close, or else he will hit you with her shadow attacks more often. So that's pretty much basic stuff. Try to use all the magic abilities along with Metamorphosis again. And then when she calls Umbra, either way one can kind of lure next by running around, or you can both go on Umbra and kill it pretty fast. Then after Umbra is dead, go to the stairs. I mean, that's a good spot to like always kill next, summon your Titan, and then get your Titans on the reavers like always. And also you want to try to use the spec recover after you use Metamorphosis, so that you will get the threshold abilities faster. You can use with the Metamorphosis to do even more extra damage. And also be sure to not use any bleeding abilities, because apparently now Nex heals from those, so that's a pretty cool thing that Crystal Sneaky did. She can now heal from bleeding abilities, which kind of makes sense since it's the blood phase. So for getting through blood, pretty much you have to be a bit lucky with getting some good hits. And also always be sure to use your Steel Titan on the reavers with their special. And if you're out of special, you can always drink Summoning Potion to do some more damage with them. So if you get through blood finally, the rest is pretty easy. Kill Crew obviously with your range. And now comes the a bit tricky part. You can get killed from this. Next uses Ice Prison. And if the partner gets you out of the ice prison, I mean he like attacks the icicles, you're still stunned in the ice prison unless you use freedom. So in order to get out of the ice prison, you actually have to use freedom as well as him breaking the ice prison. So that's a bit annoying. You can only use freedom every 30 seconds. So you might actually get killed from that. It hits up to 7 or 6k I believe. I mean that's almost 80 or 90% of your life points, which is quite a lot. I think that can be toned down a little bit, but pretty much that's the only hard thing about Ice. For the rest, you can do a lot of damage with on her with magic. And then go to Glacius. Also be sure to watch out for the Contain This attack. Apparently he has updated it so that if she uses Contain This, the icicles on the ground move up to you. That's pretty cool, so it doesn't really have that square anymore behind near her. She has a smaller square now, but the icicles move up to you, which is kind of funny, but that's a new Contain This. Then pretty much Glacius kill it and move on to the last phase, which is actually pretty easy. The last phase is the easiest of them all. The person who's tanking should be using a shield. It's pretty much easier for him because he does hit a lot on Soul Split phase because he uses thermal herself. So she can do quite a lot of damage, but you can also do a lot of damage on her. But pretty much if you either protect magic or melee and Soul Split when you can do some heavy damage on her, you should be fine. So we finally managed to kill her. I think this was the first duo ever since she got updated again. It took us like 8 attempts as I said, and that's about it guys. She might be changing before she goes live again. We also are getting a overload boost which can make it easier, and also next set effects next are getting a set effect which might also make it a bit easier. But this duo took us around 10 minutes, which is faster than in the live game, but it is a bit trickier on the blood. But that's about it guys, so thanks for watching, and I will be making more EOC fits in the future, so see ya.